Bring in former EPA Administrator Andrew Wheeler. Andrew, great to see you again. Thanks for being here. So we all want cleaner air. There's no question about it. And we have it largely thanks to natural gas, about which we'll talk in a moment. But do these new regulations, are they actually necessary?
EPA is required to review the standards every 5 years, although they have been late almost every time. When I was EPA Administrator, I set the agency on a pathway to review them within the 5-year statutory mandate. So the EPA was required to review them. And the question is whether or not they needed to be changed. The 12 micrograms that you just referenced, that was set during the Obama administration. When I was EPA Administrator, I took a look at the science and the recommendations from my team and our outside science experts, and I decided to keep the Obama regulations in place, the 12 micrograms. And now EPA is going lower. But I think what is lost in discussion is that our air is the cleanest for industrialized nations around the world.
Yeah.
We have the cleanest air in the world.
And, you know, since 2000,
air has gotten 40% cleaner in the last 24 years.
And during that time, our economy has grown tremendously. And since 2000, the U.S. gross domestic product has increased 52%. So we've been lowering these concentrations by about 42% during the same time. Now, there have been regs that have come in, EPA regs that have helped to lower that, but a lot of it has been to decisions that were apart from what the EPA was doing, right?
Correct. And the EPA, when they estimate the benefits, they're actually double counting, because there are a number of other regulations that also reduce the particulate matter, the auto standards, the power plant standards. So a particulate matter is going down because of a host of different regulations, and they're tightening it now even more. And what that means, though, is that the sources that can make the further reductions are very limited. There's very few places they can go to get more reductions. So when the U.S. Chamber and the Association of Manufacturers say that this is going to hurt permitting in new facilities, they're absolutely correct. It's going to be very hard to get a new permit. And I believe it's over 550 counties will be in non-attainment under the new standard.
550
and it's going to be almost
counties.
impossible to get a new permit in one of those counties.
That's a lot of people. I don't know if you bothered to add it up, but that must be several million people. I want to switch gears a little bit, because I mentioned that natural gas has a lot to do with the air being cleaner. But at this point, despite that, the Biden administration has kind of caved to the far left environmentalists in these new rules about LNG, liquefied natural gas exports, in which they're putting a pause on those exports. What do you make of this pause?
Well, it's really disturbing, because energy is at the heart of so many global conflicts around the world, and we can be energy dominant. We can be providing LNG to our allies in Europe so that they will become less dependent on Russian natural gas and natural gas from other parts of the world and oil from the Middle East. We could be providing that not only to American citizens here, but to our allies around the world. So by pausing those LNG exports, it's really going to hurt our allies. Yeah. And there's no sense in it. It doesn't make any sense.
Our allies and our workforce, frankly. There are a lot of yes. LNG tankers that are just waiting to go, and God knows how much longer this pause is going to take. Andrew Wheeler, we thank you very much for being here.